You're watching GearUp TV.
Hello and welcome to GearUp TV, your home for private aviation video content. You can see samples of our client work on our YouTube channel below. Every week we do a bulletin of our favourite news headlines of the week, so enjoy this week's selection. As ever, we love that landing. And indeed, there's a need for speed this week with the news that Bombardier's first global 7000 flight test vehicle, or FTV-1, has achieved Mach 0.995. The OEM says the Global 7000 is the largest business jet to operate so close to the sound barrier. FTV-1 completed its maiden flight in November 2016 and has flown approximately 200 flight hours. On March the 4th, the second flight test vehicle completed its first flight and is now assessing propulsion, electrical and mechanical systems at Bombardier's Flight Test Centre in Wichita. The aircraft is on schedule to enter service during the second half of this year. On to smaller jets and aircraft. Air taxi operator Linear Air is hoping to expand its online air charter business to make the most of the increasing popularity of small aircraft in the US, it says. According to Linear, travellers are using aircraft like the Eclipse 500, Cessna Caravan and Cirrus SR-22 to fly to regions poorly served by airlines because they've got a much lower operating cost than larger private jets. Indeed, to save their customers even more money, Linear from the 11th of April will allow customers who've chartered an aircraft through its online marketplace to sell spare seats on their flights. In other news, the company has said that it's looking at switching its Eclipse 500 jets with Pilatus aircraft. Meanwhile, in the UK, there have been developments at two important business aviation airports near London. Biggin Hill has agreed a £15 million finance package with HSBC. The money will fund the construction of an additional 140,000 square foot office, as well as a new hangar and business aircraft parking facility, plus a 50-bed four-star hotel. Elsewhere, the MOD, the Ministry of Defence, has confirmed RAF Northolt is to close for renovation in spring 2018, though the precise dates and length of the closure have yet to be confirmed. That's it for this week's headlines. Now it's over to Steph Taylor, who caught up with IFE expert Steve Nichols at the Aircraft Interiors Expert in Hamburg this week.
You're watching GearUp TV.
So I'm here with Steve Nichols of Getconnected. We're at the Aircraft Interiors Expo in Hamburg, but we're going to be talking about the trends in business aviation connectivity. So Steve, what do you see happening?
I think it's an exciting time at the moment for connectivity. There's so many things going on at once. For example, we're lucky to be hosted by Inmarsat at the moment. They've just launched their GX Aviation service, a Ka-band satellite service. The business aviation side is called Getconnect, and that offers you virtually a broadband service to business aircraft to a small parabolic antenna that's mounted on the tail. So all of a sudden now you can have the kind of service that you would normally get at home, but at 30,000 feet. So that's one. We're seeing more Ku-band equipment coming on board as well. Panasonic has done a deal with Astronics to come up with a Ku-band system, which also uses a small tail mount antenna. So that's just two. Then in the States, GoGoBiz 4G have now got their new air-to-ground system that gives you a kind of 4G experience in flight. Smart Sky Systems are coming up with yet another air-to-ground system in the States, which should launch later this year. Viasat about to launch Viasat 2, so again more Ka over North America and the Caribbean area, and so it goes on. Inmarsat, back to them, got to have the European Aviation Network launching, I think next year, which will offer an air-to-ground service over Europe, all 28 countries. So there's so much going on, and all of a sudden now in your business aircraft you can have the kind of connectivity experience that you're used to on the ground.
That's a fantastic overview, Steve. Thank you. And now back to you, Liz.
That's it for this week. Thanks very much for joining us. If you'd like us to do some video for you, please do get in touch. And in the meantime, remember, like, subscribe and share, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you for watching GearUp TV. Remember to like and subscribe to see more.